Hello and welcome back to the Art of Travel podcast. I'm your host, Dustin Yoo, and today I have a very special guest with me. His name is Sam Richardson, and he is actually my roommate. Introduce yourself.
Hey everybody, I'm Sam. How are y'all doing?
I'm sure they're doing fantastic. Today we're going to be discussing the advantages of international travel versus domestic travel. But first, a word from our sponsors. So, Sam, I understand that you were international over the summer, correct? You were in Israel?
Yeah, that's right. I was interning in a city called Tel Aviv, which is a beautiful beach city right on the Mediterranean Sea on the coast of Israel.
And how long were you there for?
I was there for 2.5 months. I had an internship with a company called MobFox.
Nice. And during your time there, did you get any opportunities to really engage yourself in their culture?
Yeah, I was an Israeli for 2 months. I was working every day. I traveled around, went out, mingled with their people, and I really got a good view of the heart of the almost Silicon Valley type of innovation that makes Tel Aviv the great tech center in the Middle East that it is.
Nice. And so, to get to the main topic of today's podcast, I wanted to ask you, what do you think are the advantages of traveling internationally versus domestically in the United States?
Well, first of all, if you're an American, traveling in America doesn't have nearly as many advantages as traveling, say, in Europe or Asia, because you're kind of just sucking in your own culture. You want to see other things and go abroad and see what the world has to offer. And on that token, traveling in a country like Europe, there's so many places so close to each other that in the span of 2 weeks, you could be in 10 countries if you wanted to and see all this culture, go to museums, talk to the people. Whereas in America, we're such a big hunk of land that you're kind of seeing the same thing over and over no matter where you really go.
Yeah,
Granted, it is different. Say you're in the South, you're in Texas, you're in Alabama. There are their own differences, but it is by and large kind of the same thing. Same for the East Coast and the West Coast.
It's very interesting. And now we're going to take another break for our sponsor.
Wonderful.
Well, that is all the time we have for today. I want to thank my guest, Sam, one more time. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having me. It's been a blast.
And next time on our podcast, we will be discussing why first class is actually a very smart investment. Thank you very much.